Activity in the hallowed halls of the United States Capitol got off to a flying stop in early 2019. The longest U.S. government shutdown in history dragged on for 35 days before coming to an end on January 25th. It was all related to U.S. President Donald Trump's demands for $5.7 billion to build a wall along the southern border with Mexico. Trump declared a national emergency in an effort to pressure Democrats.
So we're going to be signing today and registering national emergency. And it's a great thing to do because we have an invasion of drugs, invasion of gangs, invasion of people, and it's unacceptable.
It didn't work and was stopped by the courts. And polls found an overwhelming number of citizens opposed the government shutdown. In March, Tornado Alley, a group of southern states, was hit by 41 tornadoes over a 6-hour period, the worst of which slammed into rural Alabama. In all, 23 people died and more than 100 were hurt. As spring moved into summer, the long-running investigation into the Trump campaign's alleged involvement with Russia to affect the outcome of the 2016 presidential race came to an end.
It was just announced there was no collusion with Russia, the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard.
But that is not exactly accurate. Special investigator Robert Mueller said his probe delivered no determination on collusion, but did find some grounds to prove a possible conspiracy. In late June, Trump also went where no sitting U.S. president has ever ventured, into the demilitarized zone, separating the DPRK and South Korea. He went to the DMZ in an effort to restart talks in an effort to make the Korean Peninsula nuclear-free. In the U.S. territory of Puerto Rico, citizens poured into the streets to say they had enough of Governor Ricardo Rossello. A string of arrogant, sexist, homophobic tweets between Rossello and his inner circle were made public. An island still reeling from the punishing effects of Hurricane Maria in 2017 demanded Rossello resign. Public pressure was too much, and Rossello stepped down in disgrace in the end of July. The long U.S. national nightmare surrounding gun shootings and mass killings continued. Twin shootings happened in early August, one in El Paso, Texas, claiming at least 22 lives. And just hours later, 9 people killed and 24 were injured in Dayton, Ohio. Police killed the Dayton shooter in a mere 30 seconds after he opened fire, but it was not enough to stop the carnage.
Today is a day of power and strength.
Jeffrey Epstein, a U.S. financier and convicted sex offender, found himself back in prison. His long list of accusers eagerly waiting for him to be tried on alleged sex trafficking charges. But they never got their day in court. Epstein was found dead in his jail cell on August 10th. The New York Medical Examiner called it a suicide, but others, including Epstein's own lawyer, say something more sinister was at play, and investigations into the hanging death continue. In late October, confirmation that the head of the Islamic State, Abu Bakr al-Baghdadi, was dead came in the form of grainy black and white video. Following an airstrike, U.S. Special Forces moved in on al-Baghdadi, and as they closed in, the leader of ISIL detonated a suicide vest. The U.S. House of Representatives in December brought the weight of the U.S. Constitution down on President Donald Trump.
The yeas are 229. The nays are 198. Present is 1. Article 2 is adopted.
As the gavel came down, Democratic Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi made it official. Donald Trump became only the 3rd president in U.S. history to be impeached.
They have nothing. They're the ones that should be impeached, every one of them.
While the House was working to impeach Trump in an effort to have him removed from office, Trump was holding a political rally in the battleground state of Michigan. With Trump's Republican Party in control of the U.S. Senate, there is little or no chance he will be removed from office. But it is a story that will continue to make headlines in 2020. Sean Callebs, CGTN, Washington.